Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to do an analysis on Sephiroth, since I've been getting a lot of questions on what I think about him, where he's going to be at on the tier list. So today we're going to go over moves, a little bit of frame data that I've gathered from the internet, and also what my whole thoughts are. Maybe a little bit of combo game, but just an FYI, little disclaimer, most sorties don't have a crazy good combo game unless your name is Roy or Crom. So before I get into it, I just want to say thank you for everyone who actually sent me some of the data and what they found, because I haven't been able a lot of time to actually play him due to work. So shout outs to Brother and Nick. Thank you. And for ado, here it is. So Sephiroth is a weird character because he is a definition in this game of a glass cannon. When you are light as Kirby, and hit as hard as almost like Byleth, I should say, you definitely are a glass cannon. Because the best way to describe Sephiroth as he is right now, he feels more like a Mewtwo and a Byleth had a baby and they came up with Sephiroth. Because he has a range of Byleth and more, but he has the speed and the weight of Mewtwo. I think he might be even lighter than Mewtwo. I think he is, but he definitely has that going for him, and his grabs feel very reminiscent of it, because when I start running around as Sephiroth, I just feel a lot like Mewtwo and a little bit like Cloud, especially dash dancing. Sephiroth is a character that is going to be obviously a range fighter. He's not want to be up close since his out of shield options are a little lacking. His best one is going to be probably Nair out of shield. Up B, it's a little situational. Up smash is not viable. You're gonna have to reset neutral by rolling out of there or getting out or jumping out of shield to reset that. As we were mentioning about the range fighter, we also know that he has sweet spots thanks to Sakurai's presentation of Sephiroth. So we know that if you play him right, you're gonna get a big amount of damage, because this character can literally shit damage. I mean, I've seen some setups with Giga Flare that is just incredible, even with just F smash or down smash. Speaking of down smash, that move plus the side B will break shields if you time it right. It is a monstrous hit. Definitely has a shockwave with it. It's not the best at two framing. I feel like that move is more of a, hey, you're in shield too long. I know you're going to shield my my Shadow Flare, so get your shield broke, and I'm going to kill you now. But his moves are pretty active. I feel like the longest one that's active is up tilt. That's, I think, active for 13 frames. And also has a nice scoop to it. It's not as far as I thought it would be for a scoop, but it's better than nothing. The up tilt kind of lacks behind him, unfortunately, because he doesn't really scoop from behind or have too far of a hitbox in front of him. It doesn't cover him like other up tilts in the game, like Clouds and Chroms and Roys. But his other tilts like down tilt, that is going to be great for mix-up games. I think down tilt is going to be incredibly good for that, especially if people try to shield grab it, because I see a lot of people do that on Cloud when they go in and do an aerial on a shield and then down tilt and they do a grab or something out of shield. Also, I think that F tilt, the fact that you can angle it, is an incredibly powerful tool as well, because you can call out people when they jump in on you. You can say no with the angled upwards one, and also angled downwards, which I haven't tried if you can two frame with that. Most likely you can. I know down tilt you can, because it's just the same properties as Clouds, and I do that as Cloud all the time. I actually did it a couple times with when I was playing Kenny, where I did down tilt and two frame to his normal or his recovery. So that's still another option. I'm sure you could RAR backer after that if you hit with a late hit or the very tip of the foot on the end of that down tilt. And if not, you could probably set up for something else, because he has a massive sword and he can scare people into panic air dodges. So the next thing we're going to move on to is his aerials. I think his falling up air is a good ass move in general. I think it will be able to start up a lot. I would really like to see more falling up air late hit to see if it'll combo into another up air or even back air. I'm sure it will, because it hits him at a very odd angle. His forward air is very precise, very precise. It might have an issue on low profile characters, which I do think in general this character is going to suffer a bit on low profile characters, because they can just kind of get underneath his sword and get in on Sephiroth. And Sephiroth doesn't want people on his shield. He's not like Cloud, who has a crazy out of shield game. He's more of a, I want to keep you at bay and have a hell of a time getting in. Back air is definitely very strong, especially in one winged angel form. I've killed some people at 100% or lower with a fresh back air at ledge. I mean, it's incredibly strong. Down air, Now, down air is funny because I remember Mewtwo King saying it was going to be a bad move, but that move is actually pretty good. It reminds me a little bit of Toon Link without the wind box, and you can definitely two-frame people at the ledge with down air. And you don't have to two-frame really. You can just shove your sword through the ledge because, as Sakurai showed, the sword is massive and it goes straight through that platform really far underneath and hits people. So that's a really good attribute that Sephiroth has for potentially a getting down option at a disadvantage, because I don't think his disadvantage game is going to be too terrible. Sephiroth's special moves are pretty good too. I think the Side B is going to be the MVP on this with the Shadow Flare, because you can have like different levels and how many spheres are around him. I still think Neutral B is actually really good in advantage state and edge guarding and ledge trapping as well. But in neutral, it seems to be a little lackluster. I don't feel like you're going to be using that too much. I think that's going to be more of a bait, because if you could charge it and actually keep your charge, like with the shield button, I think that move would have a lot more play in neutral and, edge guarding as well. The shield, or the counter, you want to call it, that move I'm still a little 50-50 about. I like it and I don't. It is one of those moves that I feel like when you get it off, it's great, because I think it's active for about 13 frames to have the actual counter. It's like frame 10 through 20 something. I could be wrong. If someone knows, please leave a comment down below. But when you hit with that, it's very strong. It's not like Tetracon with Jokers, but it's still another option. It just feels like the move doesn't correct itself if I hit Sephiroth behind him. He still faces the opposite way and gets hit, or beneath him or above him. So out of like the 3/4 of the openings he has, he's only covered by one. But that's okay. I mean, Sephiroth can't have it all. He's still really good character as it is. But that is, I feel like, his special moves for that one. I still think the Blade Dash and Octaslash are both very good tools. Octaslash, you can actually pull a link on people when you're recovering it. If you reverse up B it, you can do the link and knock them outwards towards the ledge, or off the stage. Sorry about that. And also, I feel like it has potential to be a good tech chase situation, since he has so much range and it's pretty quick. You could be able to catch him with that. I'm not sure if you can catch him with Octaslash, but I'm pretty sure you can catch him with Blade Dash. Now, last but not least, let's move on to Sephiroth's grabs. Sephiroth's grab isn't terrible. It's faster than Cloud's. I know I keep comparing a lot of things to Cloud's, but I feel like that's a good similarity with them, because they're both swordies. And I just feel like they're, from the same franchise. But anyhow, he has some throw combos, because I had a gut feeling he would, due to his massive sword, his Masamune. Down throw into forward air is a true hit, and especially, I think up throw into Nair, the brother was telling me that is something he's been doing. That is one move that I feel like Nair is going to be your bread and butter on combo starters, because you can definitely link Nairs into each other, because it's frame 9, it's pretty quick, and also he can get those out relatively fast as well. And I think if you hit Nair into forward air, that's another true one, or probably raw back air, depending on the situation, or sorry, not situation, percentage based. So that is another option you can have. But other than that, I think the F throw would be good for like tech chasing situation. Maybe throw them low and they're not ready for it. Back throw is kind of lackluster, because they can kind of jump out before you get anything. Visually, it's cool as hell, but other than that, it doesn't really do much for me. So we're going to talk about Sephiroth's stats, meaning like run speed, dash, airspeed, fall speed, fast falling speed, and weight. I know we were talking about his weight feeling like Pikachu, or sorry, Kirby, but people have compared it. I think they do like little scales in the game. They say he's more like Pikachu. His fastball speed definitely is Greninja. I felt that when I was playing him, which is great for a swordy, because the two swords that we do have, Roy and Chrom, they both act like a fast faller, and they are a fast faller. And having that on swordies, you can extend such crazy stuff with that. If Sephiroth had faster moves, this character would be really, really busted. He would be Chrom and Roy with a huge sword and kill super, super early, and he might die a little early. His airspeed, again, people compare it to Pikachu. I could agree with that too. And his dash does feel like Toon Link, and as well as his run feeling like Wii Fit Trainer. I feel like it feels a little bit more like Cloud, maybe a little bit slower, maybe a little bit. In One Winged Angel, it feels like he is Limit with Cloud. They have the same kind of dash dancing animation, or like properties. So it's kind of cool to see that. I think his stats overall are really good for those kind of aspect things, because he has stats of a 2 top tier characters, actually 3, including Wii Fit. So that's pretty incredible on a sortie. I won't even lie about that. Another thing I want to mention is Sephiroth's recovery. I think Sephiroth's recovery is very good. The fact that you can charge and change up your timing between Blade Dash and Octaslash, and also having the reverse up B as Link's up B does. He doesn't really have much of a magnet hand when he tries to go for ledge, which is fine. You can't have it all, but at least he snaps the ledge with Blade Dash, unlike Octaslash. I mean, he still lingers a little bit over the stage. He doesn't have that big of a problem with, I feel like, getting 2-frame due to his sword being so long and consistent hitbox being above him. I do like how the forward air is like pinned from Corrin and gives him an extra hop, because that's going to be very useful on stages like Kalos and Yoshi's. I could see it be, honestly, a really good option to go really deep against a character. And like normally you'd be dead, but you could pin against the side, jump, up B, whatever, get back to the stage. So this character's pursuit potential is very high too, past recovery. But another thing I like to say is on One Winged Angel, he gets that 3rd jump, which is going to be really good, because you could burn a jump out there and still get hit, but still have your 2 other jumps. Like, that's super, super good. And you're very good, because people like kind of try to snipe your jump and go, okay, he's out of jumps. So it's another positive thing for a sortie that you don't really see very often. The only other person who kind of cheats with that is like Shulk, which he has jump Minato, which makes him go super, super far, except he doesn't get that much more height on his jump from Sephiroth. So I love to see, again, more exploration on this character and see how far and deep this character can go. Maybe you can do like a falling down air, jump stage pinned against the Kalos stage, jump up B, come back. Like, if you could do that to game somebody, that's cool. That'd be super sick. So time will tell how far this character's offstage game will go, and recovery. Last but not least, we're going to talk about One Winged Angel form. One Winged Angel form, as you see, has more armor on his smash moves, and he gets faster, he gets stronger, and it's not an Arsene. It feels like an Arsene, but it's not. It's more of a Lucario aspect of things, where if you're getting beat, you start having your comeback factor come out earlier, and it goes away if you take the stock, which is, I think, is a nice touch on Sakurai's DLC, where most of the time he kind of overboards it. So that's the only thing that sucks. The one thing I did find out, that Sephiroth's winged form armor is damage base and can armor attacks that deal less than 20% active after smash charge start frame until the first hitbox active frame. And I found this on Twitter thanks to Nick sending me that. So that's another good thing about it, that there's actually percentage based on it. So like, he couldn't take like a Ganon F smash or a Ganon Warlock hit. So he does have a threshold where he will be knocked out of it and be interrupted for his S-Smash moves. The pros about this character is obviously his range. As we all know, his range is very, very far. He can hit you super duper far. He can have a plethora of 50-50s that have been coming up via Twitter and YouTube. He also is a fast faller. He can definitely get over there. He doesn't have the byleth issue of like keeping people out and pushing advantage state. He actually can get over there really, really quick. His cons is he does not have an out of shield option. That is the one big thing that I feel like really hurts him. And also, he is very light. Like, I feel like sometimes some stray hits will kill you. And he's also a tall character, so he's probably going to be hit by obscure moves that wouldn't be hit normally on like shorter characters. And another thing is, I think low profile characters, as I mentioned earlier, are going to give this character quite a bit of trouble. I know you can hit him with like a descending forward air, but it's still going to be very hard, because like I feel like Squirtle, Greninja, Pikachu are going to be able to pancake and get underneath that and flip around his sword. You all know what I'm talking about. Even Snake probably could crawl underneath that and like get it with a down tilt or something. Just the characters that can get around moves like that are going to be a pain. I still think that Sephiroth in general will do really well against campers and zoners due to the fact that he can keep away and also keep them away before starting anything up. I also think this character is going to be a monster on big bodies. He's, like I say, he has the byleth aspect of things, of being able to 2-frame a normal get up, and also just keeping people at bay in general. So I would love to see this character be fleshed out more, because this character definitely has potential to be top 25 and higher. We just need to see if people really put the time and commitment, and also we need to have real tournaments come back too, because we're not going to be able to see this character offline for a while, which I do believe this character might be a bit of a pain to play online. I will say that. He might be more of a rough one to play due to how precise you need to be with this character, because he is all about precision and range, because due to his aerials being a little bit of laggy startup. I mean, it takes a minute to get out. It's kind of like you have Cloud's forward air on all your moves, except Nair, because Nair is pretty darn quick. But other than that, I think this character through and through is really, really strong. I mean, he hits very hard. He does get hit hard. He's a glass cannon's job and duty, and he's fitting the role very, very well. He's not really lacking anything, especially with One Winged Angel form. I'll put up the frame data that I took a screenshot of, or not me, I'm sorry, Nick took a screenshot of, so you can go through and see. Maybe there's something that catches your eye. You can leave a comment down below as well, and maybe open my eyes with something else. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and that's my thoughts on Sephiroth, and I will have more videos coming out on Sephiroth soon when I do a first at 10 this Sunday. So stay tuned, and thank you very much, guys. See ya.